Are you ready to discuss the dark side of weightlifting that's often left out of conversation and is fully self-created by athletes and coaches? I'm Drew Dillon at Project Lift, and where the dark side of weightlifting will lead you to an injury at best and not able to lift anymore at worst. A little later, we'll look into 4 symptoms of the dark side of weightlifting to see if you're slipping into it. But first, let's look at where the dark side of weightlifting will lead.
But how am I to know the good side from the bad?
You will know when you are calm, at peace.
Where it's going to lead is to injury. And when we look at injury, we need to look at short-term injury versus long-term injury. Short-term injury can happen in the best training circumstances. Unfortunately, accidents, slip-ups, mistakes, tweaks, those happen. However, on the dark side of weightlifting, they happen much more frequently, and often pain is a constant part of the process. And if this pain's left unchecked, that's what leads us to long-term injury.
But beware of the dark side. Anger, fear, aggression. The dark side of the force are they. Easily they flow, quick to join you in a fight. If once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. Consume you it will.
Long-term injuries are injuries that are going to affect you for the rest of your life. There are past weightlifters who still deal with pain, and at times they've even had parts of their bodies replaced. So what is driving this? What's driving the dark side of weightlifting? One simple word.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
It's a story that we create, a story that we tell ourselves, a story that leads us to a habit, and a habit that leads us to pain, frustration, and anger. So what are the symptoms? Well, the first one is comparison. Instagram, Facebook, and heck, even YouTube, bringing in the best of your peers' training and their performance right to your device. If this is getting you to feel behind or even just less in your training, then comparison is starting to get to you. Remember, often athletes and coaches only share the best of their performance, the best of their training, and rarely do they share bad days, which I can assure you they have, because we all do. Let the review of your training be based on data and results from your training versus on comparison with what others are doing.
All his life as he looked away to the future, to the horizon, never his mind on where he was, what he was doing.
Second, it's the shoulds. I should be stronger. I should be better by now. This should be easier. The shoulds are a sneaky little trick that the dark side plays, that our imagination plays, and it'll even gather data. Our minds will gather data trying to bring validity to these bogus claims that we're making up. We all do this about everything if we allow it. The best thing we can do here is build a trusted team that's going to call us out on our shit.
I'm looking for a great warrior.
Oh! Great warrior. Oh! Wars not make one great.
A supportive coach, a training partner with some experience. When we say something like, I should be stronger by now, our trusted team can come to our aid and call us out and help us see what we're unwilling or unwanting to see. Like maybe the work stress that just hit us in this past cycle truly affected our training. Or that the cycle that we were on, that so-and-so in the gym did really well on, just doesn't seem to be supporting us. That's called individuality, and it's a real thing. This might be a data point to use in our programming, or this could just be our imaginations running wild. Third, there's information overwhelm, aka always changing things up. If you want a surefire way to hurt your progress, it's to constantly be changing things before you ever finish a cycle to actually test it. There's so much information out there that it's so easy to program hop, to coach hop, to technique hop, to just keep changing things in this seek for immediate gratification.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No, try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
Again, this is where a trusted team could help. Or pick a program, stick with it, finish it, and test it. Use data from your training to make your decisions. And finally, there's burnout. If you're not having fun, it's a sure sign that you're torturing yourself with the dark side. Comparison, the shoulds, information overwhelm, that'll burn out the best of us very quickly. Sure, if you're serious about your training, your performance, and you're dedicated, there's going to be moments that you don't want to be there. And there's going to be exercises that are not your favorite. However, if that's a continuing theme, it's time to check in.
If you end your training now, if you choose the quick and easy path, as Vader did, you will become an agent of evil.
What are you focusing on? Where did the fun go? Bring back the fun and find yourself making progress again with ease. So this is it. Have you been heading towards the dark side? I sure hope not. If you found this video helpful, if you found it fun, check out our free guide, How to Improve Your Olympic Lifts, today. It'll be something in there for you that you can check out, even though I said information overwhelm is a bitch. Check it out. It's free. Since this video supported you, make sure you share it forward with a friend, subscribe. There's new videos coming each week, and smash that like button. Until next week.